Hello dear viewers, and welcome back again to Good Morning Kuwait. Now, as Kuwait continues to strengthen its partnerships on the regional and international stage, its relationship with the European Union stands as a model of constructive dialogue, mutual respect and shared interest, from economic cooperation and trade to education, sustainability and cultural exchange. Kuwaiti-European relations have continued to grow in depth and diversity. At the same time, Kuwait's National Day remains a proud occasion that brings together friends and partners from around the world, an opportunity to celebrate the nation's achievements, heritage, and future aspirations. Now, we are honored this morning to be joined by Her Excellency Anne Koistinen, Ambassador of the European Union to the State of Kuwait, to discuss the evolving partnership between Kuwait and the EU, the areas of strategic cooperation, and the European Union's participation in Kuwait's National Day celebrations. Now, Your Excellency, good morning and welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning and Ramadan Kareem to everyone.
Thank you so much, and Ramadan Kareem to you too. So how has it been right now here working in Kuwait, both professionally and personally?
For me, my posting here in Kuwait has been very enriching and fruitful, both personally and professionally. At personal level, I have enjoyed the friendship with Kuwaitis and also other expatriates. It has been a very lively social life and at the personal level, and I've been invited to so many homes, and I have got to know more about the Kuwaiti culture, its past and its heritage. I'm very, let's say, very much appreciating the cooperation that I have with the Kuwaiti authorities and with the Kuwaiti people. At the professional level, it has been a constant progress. We are now approaching the moment that we would like to open the negotiation of a strategic partnership agreement between the European Union and Kuwait. At the same time, in this year, in 2026, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of our diplomatic relations. And we are not only celebrating the past, we are also celebrating the fact that we have so much more to do together and achieve together. So I have very positive perspective also for the future times.
All right. So as a European diplomat, what has impressed you the most about the Kuwaiti society and culture from the people? And I'm sure part of the culture will be food, because now we're in the month of Ramadan. I'm sure everywhere you walk, you're going to smell something beautiful in the street.
Definitely, I very much enjoy the decorations for the National Day and also for the decorations for Ramadan. So basically, what I have enjoyed most here in Kuwait is the hospitality of Kuwaiti people. I've been invited to numerous occasions and events with wonderful food and, of course, Arabic coffee, which I always accept and enjoy. And now that we are in the beginning of Ramadan, I'm also looking forward to attending many more iftars and gafkas, and also visiting divaniyas. I find this tradition of divaniyas and the culture of divaniyas very unique and very much appreciated, in the sense that every guest in a divaniya feels like a valued member of that family. So it will be an enjoyable period ahead of us.
Yes, it will be actually very enjoyable. So now Kuwait is celebrating soon its National and Liberation Day. So how does these occasions resonate with your perspective on the European Union?
For the European Union, Kuwait represents a voice of moderation and voice of wisdom. It has a profile as a humanitarian donor and as one that supports development in third countries. I think these are very noble values and very important activities that Kuwait continues to carry out. So Kuwait has a history of 65 years of progress as a nation, and I see how much it has advanced in the areas of health and infrastructure and education and many more. I also see that there are many more openings for cooperating with the European Union in the coming times.
Yes. As you know, Kuwait is always at the forefront of giving and helping out people around the world. At the same time, at medical advancements, I mean, Jaber Hospital are breaking records when it has to do also with transplants and on time, and even the amount of people that are undergoing those surgeries. So what message do national celebrations like these send to the international community?
I would like to pick up one aspect, and that's the liberation of Kuwait in 1991. and the formation of the coalition that helped Kuwait to stay independent. And for me, this liberation and mobilization was not only about military activity, it was also a very strong message in support of a nation that wants to maintain and uphold its own sovereignty.
Yes.
And that's a very important message that we haven't forgotten. It's a message that the European Union very much supports also, that there's a rule of law that has to be in place, and we have to, let's say, honor the fact that there was a stop to this aggression at the time in 1991.
Yes, that's very true and very well said, and thank you so much for actually talking about this. And yes, aggressions do have to stop around the world, and the good thing that it also stopped here, and now we are, as they say, the country is starting to develop and with innovation and technology, and we are moving forward into a better tomorrow, as they say. So on another note, we want to talk about, Your Excellency, about the, if you can briefly explain about the Schengen visa and the procedures for the Kuwaiti citizens. Are there any changes that are going to happen in the future?
Yeah, first of all, let me say that there are tens of thousands of Kuwaitis who visit the Schengen countries every year, and we are very pleased to see this flourishing contacts, people-to-people contacts at the level of business and tourism and studies and the rest. So at the moment we have offered Kuwait the most favorable visa regime, which allows for multiple entry visits within a 5-year period. This is in place since 2023. And of course we understand the call for visa-free travel. We are looking into it, and we are hoping that this will materialize in the coming times. Obviously it will take some time, but it's also one of my personal priorities to work to that direction.
Amazing. Because as you know, Kuwaitis they love traveling all the time, and we are travelers. We do love to see the world, and we love to meet different cultures and different traditions, and we love to interact with people. This is something that we have since the longest time, actually. So going back to culture, what are the cultural exchanges that you see between the Kuwaiti and the European Union?
This is a very important field of cooperation and exchanges. I would like to give a concrete example. As last year we organized the European Union Kuwait Culture Forum. We held it at Dar al-Islamiyah and together with NCCAL. It was part of the celebrations of Kuwait being the capital of Arab culture and media, and also it was part of our Europe Month activities. And what we had a very interesting seminar bringing together experts and researchers and specialists from both sides, talking about cultural heritage, how to preserve it and how to promote it, and also not only looking into the past but also seeing how we can work in the future for more connections and collaboration in this field.
All right. So how important are the arts education and youth programs bringing societies closer together? Specifically also when we're talking about the shared culture that are between the European Union and Kuwait.
I think this is extremely important, working on art and education and the future generations. We share values as global citizens, and the more we interact, the more we come together, the more we share, the better the future will look like. And I think investment in the future generations and the intellectual capital that they bring, also their creativity and the new ideas, I think this is a very good avenue forward.
Very true. It's true, because right now we do have new generations coming up, and they're hungry to actually lead the country in different sectors, actually private and also the governmental. So beyond politics, what are some key areas where Kuwait and the European Union work closely together?
I have to say that our cooperation portfolio is very, very wide, but if I pick up something, I would like to mention green transition, which means that Europe and the European Union is a leader in this field. We are aiming to become a carbon neutral continent by 2050. We also take good note of the fact that Kuwait has included a green transition into its development plans and under Kuwait Vision 2035. So this is an area where we can exchange and work forward together. There are many more areas, of course, but in this area we already had a very important seminar on green transition. It was under the patronage of His Excellency the Minister of Energy, Water and Renewable Energy just a few weeks ago, and we are looking forward to intensifying our cooperation. Obviously there are other areas, trade, innovation, women empowerment, are maybe also cultural exchanges, as we have already discussed. So it's a really a portfolio that can be very wide, and we can achieve a lot together.
Very true. And a couple of days back, we did also celebrate the 44 amazing women of innovation here in Kuwait. It was the Day of Women and Girls of Science and Innovation, and it was actually a very beautiful gathering that happened there. And if we want to focus more into sustainability, because right now this is where Kuwait is heading, into sustainability, how can we benefit each other in that area?
Yeah, I think we have to see what we can share together, and my thinking goes along the lines that we have to see how we can intensify cooperation and exchanges in research, in innovation, in technology, and see how we can build more together. So this is kind of the area where there's much more to be done, and of course this is also for building a bright future. It's quite important area altogether.
And in your eyes, personally, how do you see the humanitarian efforts worldwide that Kuwait actually offers on its stage, actually?
Well, Kuwait is known for its humanitarian profile, and it has been very much respected in that capacity. It's started to help those in need a long time ago, so this work has been going on for many, many decades on the humanitarian side, but also on the development aid side. And I think this is also some sort of a connecting point with the European Union, because we also have established ourselves as a prominent humanitarian and development donor. So this is an area where we have a joint interest, and I think also possibilities to work more together.
All right. And lastly, what makes Kuwait a trusted partner on the international stage?
I would say that Kuwait is indeed, it's more than a trusted partner. It's a reliable friend, and we want to maintain this friendship and evolve it for the future times. I think the continuity in its role as a humanitarian donor and the work in the development field means that we can really count on Kuwait also regarding the regional stability and all the efforts for mediation and bringing reconciliation into the world. I think all of this is very important.
All right. Thank you so much for being here, Your Excellency. It's
you.
been a wonderful interview with you, and Ramadan Kareem to you again. And we hope you actually enjoy the rest of the day and the rest of this holy blessed month with joyfulness and happiness and health also. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much for the interview, and I would also like to avail this opportunity to extend my warmest greetings to His Highness the Emir Mishal Al Ahmed Al Sabah and His Highness the Crown Prince Sabah Khaled Al Sabah, the Kuwaiti government and the Kuwaiti people on the occasion of the 65th National Day and the 35th anniversary of the liberation.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for the interview.
You're welcome. No problem. All thanks and appreciation to our guest, Her Excellency Anne Koistinen, a EU ambassador to the state of Kuwait. And dear viewers, stay tuned because we have more to come at Good Morning Kuwait. And we're going to go for a short break and we'll be right back.